Hi, welcome back to I Live to Cook. Today I'm making an apple cherry tart for our Thanksgiving feast. The ingredients you will need are a half a package of refrigerated pie crust, which I'll show you in a minute, 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of packed brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a third of a cup of butter or margarine, a half a cup of pecan halves chopped, and I'm using 1 can of cherry pie filling and 1 can of Granny Smith apple filling. Let's see here. Well, I'll show you. See, I'm using this apple fruit pie mix. The recipe that I got actually calls for the cherry pie mix in the can, but then it asks for green Granny Smith apples to be cored, sliced, peeled, what have you. But anyways, this is a lot easier. I've made this before. The only difference is when you make this, there's going to be, I went and got the more fruit, so it has more fruit in it versus the liquid. You're going to need to try to get all the fruit out of there, and just like whatever extra liquid is in there, just reserve that, because you might want to put that on top of your pie when you're done. From both of them, you're going to mix it together, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, now normally I would cook this in a pie plate, but since this is for a party, I'm going to cook it in this aluminum foil tin. The crust that I use is just the Walmart brand pie crust. You just need, comes with 2 in there, you just need 1. So this was sitting on my countertop thawing, so it's nice and soft. And I need a pinch of flour for that. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. Okay. So what you do is, if you could see that, this recipe is super easy to do. Now, I have never made it in this aluminum tin, so I will let you know how that goes, like in the description down below. But definitely try this recipe in a pie plate, because I know it's great. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside. The next thing I want to do is my mixing bowl. And wait, before I start that, mix up the topping. I have the brown sugar and pecans in there. I'm actually going to pulse it in my larger one because I'm going to add the flour afterwards. So swap that out. And I'm going to pulse that up until the pecans get slightly chopped. And then, I'm going to toss in the butter and then the flour. I'll go ahead and put the cinnamon in right now. That'll work. Okay, so I'm going to pulse that. Okay, so I went ahead and pulsed it together, and you'll see it's kind of crumbly, and it's moist from the butter. So I went ahead and I did the brown sugar, cinnamon, butter, and flour. And this is going to be the topping for your tart. Now, what you want to do, is pop all of that filling you'll see, once you get all the fruit out, you'll see that there's still like a lot of jelly in there. Still have another apple. It could be that little bit that you save. mixed with the cherry. There's still going to be more. Okay, so I just poured the cherry mix in, and I scooped off some of that jelly from the side. Put it back in the can. Mix these two together. Super simple. Pour it in the pie plate. Still have some extra, I don't know if you can see that, extra jelly in there. Go ahead and smooth this out. And grab the topping mixture. And you don't have to worry, like, if you see like a little bit of flour like that, you don't have to worry about that. There's still big chunks of butter that'll cook all that through, so it will all get cooked. If you want, you could flip these over, but just leave it like that. I like the little crispy bits that they get on the side. Or you could cut it off and make it look pretty. I'm just going to push it in. Kind of a rustic, thrown together little pie. And this is going to bake in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. Like I said, I haven't cooked in the aluminum tin before, but I have cooked in a pie plate. In a pie plate, 30 to 35 minutes. We will see how this one turns out. And also, save the jelly, the leftover gel, if you want that to put on top of your piece, because all of this is really wet right now, but it's all going to come together and thicken. So you might want to add some of that jelly just on top. You don't have to. You probably don't even need it. It's just some people like to. So, okay. Okay, so my cherry apple tart is completely baked, and this is what it looks like. And I went ahead and made two, like I said I was going to, for Thanksgiving. And back here I have my dairy-free pumpkin cheesecake. So that's it. It's very simple. It's pretty fast and easy to make. Just about anyone can do it. I don't see why a child couldn't even do it. So I hope you guys give this a try, and let me know if you guys have any thoughts or suggestions on anything that I've made or anything that you'd like to see me make. And I hope to hear from you.